Second, are we live? Past NJ, are we live? Appears we're not live. We should be live. Are we live? Can somebody let me know if we're live? Are we live? We are. Are we live? Okay, we're live. We're good to go. How is it going, everybody? How is it going? It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Drop me a message in the chat. Let me know that you guys are here, that you guys are active. I want to get some good comments in the chat before we kick off the show. I'm seeing some comments already. Let's wait for a few people to come in. Let's get the comments going. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the comments going. How is everybody doing? Good evening from the UK. It's good to have everybody here. Just wait for a few more people to jump into the chat and then we will kick off the episode. All right. I hope you guys are all doing well. We are going to be discussing Luna today. Quite a bit going on with Luna. There's quite a bit going on with Luna. I'm surprised that we're covering it on this channel once again, but you know, it doesn't end. It doesn't end. So let's get some music in here as well, because I quite liked it last time. What's this? Oh. It's a bit like some Karate Kid music, bro. Nah, this is not me. This is not me. All right, let's just get a bit more. Sorry, lads. I'm just waiting for a few more people to jump into the chat and then we can kick it off, you know? Let's try this one today. Nah, man. What kind of foolishness is this? Genuinely, what kind of foolishness is this? All right, we're going to just go with this and hopefully this works. Yeah, all right, that works. That works for me. Okie dokie, let's go through some of these comments and then we're going to kick the show off. All right, go through one or two comments, kick the show off. As always, make sure you smash the like, make sure you're smashing the subscribe button as well. We're trying to get to 5k subscribers. It's going to be a bit of a mission to get there, but we'll get there slowly we'll get there. Okie dokie, so who have we got in the chat today? We've got Phil the Flying Frenchman. Always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for tuning in so late today. Appreciate you. We've got Elizabeth, my number one. Thank you for joining the show. We've got Nicholas, who says, we will smash the like. Yes, please smash the likes. If you don't mind, smash the likes. We've got Marta. Good to see you, sis. Thank you for joining. Good evening to you too. We've got Elizabeth that says, yes, live. We've got Min, my brother from Vietnam, who says, got wrecked shorting Luna. Well, we're going to talk about Luna today. That's the topic of discussion today. I'm going to want you guys to get involved as usual. I'm going to want you guys to drop comments and share your thoughts and opinions with me. And we'll get this conversation going. Stephen M. Crypto, good evening, everyone. We'll watch the stream later. Just dropped in for a like and a wave. Love it. I love it. We've got some really awesome people in the NJ community, and Stephen is definitely one of those people. The dog for real says, yo, looking forward to this one. Yeah, definitely. Me too, man. Me too. What else have we got here? We've got Mike. Mike is saying, yo, what's up with the new time frame? You getting on our US time now, bruv? Today was a bit of a late one. Apologies, today's a bit of a late one. Tomorrow we'll be back on time, but today was a little bit of a late one. So I do appreciate everybody joining in with absolutely short notice, and I just appreciate it, okay? Kalayan, great to see you. Luna double bottom, we'll see. It doesn't look very bullish to me, but we'll see, you know. Aromatics, great to see you, brother. Great to see you, Aromatic. Yo to you too. Adriano says, hello, big boy. Well, hello to you too there, big boy. Thomas says, hi, NJ. I hope you're doing great. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the show. We've got Baylint, who says, evening, lads. Evening to you too, B. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. We've got Marty. Short Luna Classic. Easiest money will go to effing zero. Whoa. Thank you for joining the show, Marty. You got good energy. And we've got Jay says, brother, do you know about Fetch AI? Well, I do know about Fetch, but we're not talking about that today. We're talking about Luna. So very sorry, my bro, you're in the wrong place. But like and subscribe anyway if you're around, you know? And my man says, are you bullish on artificial intelligence? Yeah, I am. You've seen The Matrix, right? And finally, we'll say a quick hello to Adam as well. Awesome, 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 awesome. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are all doing well. So let's talk about Luna. What is Luna? Okay. Luna is a cryptocurrency, as you guys all are obviously aware. All right. But it's more than that. It's more than that. Luna was our BitConnect of 2021. So for those of you who weren't aware, in 2017, we had a Ponzi scheme called BitConnect. All right. Lending platforms in 2017 were the hot topic. All right. We had BitConnect, we had Regal Coin, we had Devor Coin, we had so many lending platforms. I can't even think of all of them off the top of my head, but that's what the motive was in 2017. And 2021 came along and we had the birth of Luna. Now, the reason I'm associating Luna with BitConnect isn't because they do the same thing, but more so because they use specific tokenomics, which can be defined as Ponzi-nomics to some degree. All right. So before we go into the headline, you know, with Do Kwon being arrested and stuff, let's just go through a couple of notes. All right. We've got Luna. That's the cryptocurrency. We've got UST, which is the stable coin that's paired with Luna. Now, the stable coin UST is directly linked to the dollar. And it does that using algorithms, or in this particular instance, we're going to say Ponzi-nomics. All right. So essentially speaking, what you need to remember is that 1 UST equals $1. All right. Now, what happened was, you know, obviously we've got bull markets, bear markets, accumulation periods. We had the beginning of the bear market. And once we had the beginning of the bear market, we needed the catalyst to really kick this bear market off. And Luna was the victim. All right. Well, I wouldn't say Luna was the victim. I would say the people that sort of bought and traded it were the victims. But, you know, Luna was what really, really led us into the end of this bear market. All right. It caused a massive spike and a massive crash. Right. There was a massive sell-off that occurred, and I can't really pinpoint where this sell-off came from. I can't seem to find out who it was or where it came from. I can't find the transactions and stuff, but there was a massive sell-off that occurred. All right. And a lot of people were cashing out their UST. When this sell-off occurred, a lot of people wanted out of Luna. All right. Now, when people wanted out of Luna, what did they do? They started withdrawing. They started cashing out. And when people started to withdraw too much UST, the algorithms that Luna put out there, they couldn't cope with it. All right, they couldn't handle it. So the Luna has this foundation. It's called the Luna Foundation Guard. Right? They step in and say, all right, we're going to try and remediate the situation. We're going to try and fix the situation for Luna. How are we going to do that? We're going to take all our Bitcoin reserves. We're going to sell those Bitcoin reserves and we're going to purchase Luna. That's what they wanted to do. Now, the problem is with that is when they sold off their Bitcoin reserves, it had an impact on Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes down, then you guys and girls are all smart enough to know now that when Bitcoin topples, the rest of the market will follow. So when they sold their Bitcoin reserves to purchase UST, they sold their Bitcoin reserves and Luna continued crashing because Bitcoin kept crashing. Not to mention that these algos were so messed up that it caused Celsius to fail as well. The 10 billion hit that we saw in Celsius was from Luna. All right, so it had a domino effect all across crypto. Now, you know, it was a very clever system that Do Kwon built. You know, one that propped up especially was Anchor. I don't know if you guys know about Anchor, but Anchor was another cryptocurrency that came out. So we've got Luna, we've got UST. UST and Luna are synced together. When one goes down, the other holders will support and purchase the rest of the tokens to always bring the price of Luna up. Very, very Ponzi-ish, but it works. And then what really got Luna going was this Anchor protocol, right? The Anchor protocol was a DeFi it was like, I wouldn't say yield farming, but it was a DeFi savings system, like opening a savings account with your bank, right? Now, this really pushed Luna. It really did. Why? Because Anchor was promising something crazy like 20% interest on all your money every year. Now, you've got to imagine it for yourselves, all right? Think about it for yourself. If you've got a bank system, a banking system or a banking service where you're not doing anything but putting your money in, do you really think that you're going to get 20% every year for basically nothing? Anyway, this failed, as you can imagine. A lot of people lost a crap load of money. All right. And as this failed, the person who has to take the heat, the manager of the squad, the owner of the company, Do Kwon, right? Now, Do Kwon's a young man. He's around the same age as me. I would say I'm old, but you know, Do Kwon is, I'll say Do Kwon, considering what he's done, the billions that he's achieved, I would say he's quite young, right? He's around the same age as me. Anyway, Do Kwon, he's the one who made up these algorithms. He's the one who had this whole plan for Luna. Therefore, he's the one who's got to take the heat, right? It just is what it is. Now, with Do Kwon, with this whole situation here, he couldn't fix the situation. We couldn't get to a stage where the price of Luna would continue to go up. We couldn't get to a stage where the price of UST could hold its peg by $1. We couldn't get to a stage where Anchor could survive. And why was that? That was because we have a bear market. All right. The bear market hit. The bigger players who were positioned on Bitcoin and Ethereum, they sold off. They're shorting the market. I'm sure you guys and girls all know that we're going to continue to sell off until we find the low, and then we'll accumulate for a little while, and then we'll start the bull market again. What they didn't plan for, what Luna really, really didn't plan for, was the coming of the bear market. The coming of the bear market is what Luna should have prepared for. If they had prepared for it, they would have done all right, but they didn't. All right? And therefore, they're in the position that they're in now. Look, I'll give you an example, right? I digress, but I'll give you an example. Solana. I think Solana is going to be a fantastic player in the next cycle, right? But what is the main reason that I think that? The main reason that I think that is because Solana's building in the bear market. Number one, they've got enough money to survive the next 2 bear markets. Number 2, they've got enough money to survive the accumulation. Number 3, the money that they do have, they're using it to build in the bear market. They're not using it to save anything. They're not using it to get themselves out of messy situations. They're using it to build in the bear market. All right. So, you know, I really think Solana will do well, similar to Matic, similar to other tokens as well. Right. Quick shout out before I share my screen. We've got Jay here who says, I understand what you're saying, but it's easier said than done with Luna. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. And that's why they failed. And that's what we're here to talk about today, why they failed. We're here to talk about why Do Kwon's going to end up in jail. All right. AC says, Salam. Good to see you, my brother. August, always good to see you. Thank you for joining the show. Hey, NJ. Hey, August. Good to see you. Derry says, good evening. Great to see you, Derry. Crypto Chase. Fantastic to see you, my bro. Thank you for tuning into the stream. Crypto Chase is a respected trader in the Twitter community. He's someone who runs his own channel as well. Definitely go and check that out. I'm sure you can get away with typing Crypto Chase in the search engine and you'll see I respect this trader a lot. He's got a good head on his shoulders, a lot of solid ideas as well when he's trading, and he's a good teacher too. All right, so go and check Crypto Chase out. What have we got here? Luna is money for jail soap. Yeah. Redacted says, hey, Redacted. Jay says, nice new teeth, brother. Nah, bro. Nah. Anyway, so moving on. I'll share my screen now and let's have a look. Dark Trader, good to see you. Good to see you, Dark Trader. Appreciate you joining the stream. And Mac says, like up the video. Yes, please do like up the video. And also, if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel because we are trying to get to that 5K marker. Share the video with whoever you want to share it to. And furthermore, check the link in the description below for the Telegram channel. I update my Telegram community consistently, so make sure you check that out. It's something that you don't want to miss. So moving along, let's have a look at what is going on with Luna. So South Korean court issues arrest warrant against Terra co-creator Do Kwon. Now, what we've got to remember here is that he's not in jail yet. Well, I don't want to say yet, but well, yeah, technically yet, but he's not in jail at the moment. All right, he is free, and I know that he's free because of this. Look what my man did today. You won't even believe this. Hold on. Look what this guy's gone and done. Is this guy for real? He's supposed to be going jail soon, and what does my man do? My man tweets. He waves or moon. I thought it was a wave, but anyway, the point is my man tweet. he tweet. Look. This was literally just over an hour ago, right? This is my time in the UK. He tweeted just over an hour ago. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, nah, we've got to come live. We've got to come live. We've got to talk about this because I want to hear what you guys think, and we're going to get to that in a later stage of the episode. But at the same time, you know, I want to also talk about it with you guys, because why are we talking about these things? We're talking about these things because we have to know everything that's going on in crypto. We must, in order to prepare for the next cycle. And I know that you guys understand that. If you're watching the NJ show every day, you guys know exactly what my thought process is on making sure that you're fully aware of what's going on with the price of Bitcoin, the price of Ethereum, but also the news. News is important. We have to cover it. If we don't, we're going to get left behind. I promise you we will. We won't. It supports our FA as well. So keep that in mind too. So, excuse me. So, South Korean court issues arrest warrant against Terra co-creator Do Kwon. An arrest warrant has been issued against Do Kwon, the co-founder of Terraform Labs, which created the cryptocurrencies Terra Classic and Terra Luna. So, do you know? Again, I know that you guys already know this, but I'll just say it for those watching recorded. Maybe some do, some don't know it, and we're going to look at the price in a moment as well. But when Luna dumped completely, it was a 99% drop. It's not something that you see very regularly in crypto, a 99% drop, and then it still somehow survives. You know what I mean? But it was a 99% drop. It literally went, I think KSI tweeted, KSI had $3 million worth of Luna, and in a couple of hours, it was worth $100 or $200. That's the kind of drop that it was for Luna. Now, obviously here we're seeing that, you know, although Do Kwon isn't arrested yet, an arrest warrant is out for him, so he's got to stay away from South Korea. He can't go there no more. He can't do that. But furthermore, I'm sure that the SEC will also get onto him at some stage. I know that he's not going to get away with this. So let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at this and just see what's going on. South Korean court, which created the currencies Terra Classic and Terra Luna on charges of violating the country's capital markets, Bloomberg reported. The probe comes after Terra Classic USD and Terra Luna lost more than 88% of their... That's a lie. It was 99%. It was a complete rug, bro. Look, that's a rug. Are you telling me that's 88%? Bro, that's almost 100%. Look, price is lower than price was when it came out, when it launched. Some scam. Anyway. So, and you know when this happened? Hold on. Do you know when this happened? This is the old Luna, right? Yeah, this is the old Luna. So this went on to become Luna Classic. This was such a rug that they changed the token and it became Luna Classic. Look, if we're talking about it from TA, right? Look at this. Got your trend line here. You got your little deviate. We didn't even get a trend line test. It didn't even do this. It didn't even do that. It just shanked through completely like that. Insane. Excuse me. So let's keep going. So in the last 24 hours to Wednesday evening, Terra Luna and Terra Classic USD fell around 35% and 21% respectively. The authorities are also probing if they can categorize Terra USD as a security. Now, if they did this, the trading for Terra wouldn't be so easy. I don't think they'd even be allowed to trade on Binance. In fact, I don't think they'd be allowed to trade at all, you know? I've got a horrible little cough. In July, prosecutors had searched the home of Terraform Labs co-founder Daniel Shin. Meanwhile, investigators placed a notification upon arrival on Kwon, meaning that they will be notified when he enters South Korea. You know how mad that is? Imagine you go to South Korea and people are getting alerted. I would love that, you know, if I had that. Like I go to, I don't know, I don't really go places. I don't really go much places. I go Dubai. Imagine I go to Dubai and everybody's just alerted like, yeah, NJ just stepped in. That would be hard. That would be hard. Hafuel, my bro, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining. My number one, Hafuel, admin in the chat. Let's go. Welcome to the show, my bro. Yo, is the music annoying you guys? Let me know if the music's annoying. Yeah, I'll turn it off because I can't even hear it. I hear it now. But anyway, let me know. What's Redacted saying? Spare a thought for those who made it during the bull market and cashed out their profits into UST only to wake up one morning to see it vanish. This is why I love engaging with you guys, you know. This is exactly why I love engaging with you guys, because you guys have the content as well. It's not just me. You guys actually make the content bang. And I would have not been able to say it as good as Redacted say it here. So if you're watching this recorded, big up to Redacted as well. What's Marty saying? Marty's saying arrest warrant doesn't mean that he's arrested yet. He can tweet whenever. There's some big guns short in Lunar Classic and they will win. Agreed. I agree. I totally agree. And yeah, all right. Let me turn this music off. Let me turn it off. Sorry. I thought it would be good for the show. It's a little bit good, it's a little bit not. Or maybe we could put it back on, but just low. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, all right. Let me know in the chat. Make sure you let me know in the chat to let me know if it's actually working okay now, or if it sounds good, or if it doesn't. Just leave it in the background. I'm sorry for that, everyone. I'm sorry. Trying something new, you know? Trying something new. What's Jay saying here? Oh, apparently after 1 year, the arrest is wiped. All right, well, let's see. So, meanwhile, investigators placed a notification on arrival. Yep. So, South Korean authorities are expanding their probe into the UST stablecoin, initially pegged to the US dollar in a 1-to-1 ratio. It decoupled from its target price in mid-May, triggering a massive cryptocurrency sell-off. The market is yet to recover. So, look, to be honest with you guys, we know, right, that it was a bear market. We're not going to say that Luna was the reason that the market dumped. No, we're smart enough to know that now. We're also smart enough to know that bear markets come all the time. All right? Bear markets come all the time. And they will come again. It's not the first bear market. It's not the last bear market. I witnessed a bear market in 2018. I've witnessed another one now in 2022. For some of you, this is your first one. For some of you, this might be your second or third. But bear markets come. You know, oh, the Naked House says I was a fan of the music. Oh, well, all right, it's there, but I've just turned it down a little bit. So thank you for your comment, Naked Howl. I appreciate that. I've never seen you before as well, so thank you for that. Let's see what Cosmin is saying. Cosmin says, you know, LUNC is owned by community. After the crash, Do Kwon abandoned that altcoin and he made Lunar, and the community fight for that burn system. That is mad. Yo, that is mad. That is actually so mad. I can't believe I just learned that. Whew. You know what? Let's put a poll up. I want to see. Have you guys been affected by the Luna? Were you affected by the Luna collapse? Let's see what you guys have to say on that one, because a lot of people I know were affected by it. A ton of people I know were affected by it. It'd be interesting to see what you guys say for that one. We've already got 7 votes coming in. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes as well, please, if you don't mind. And if not already, subscribe to the channel. All right, make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. So moving along. Yeah, we'll do some charting at the end of the show. We'll do a bit of charting at the end of the show. Don't worry about it. Let's get this Lunar Classic stuff out of the way, and then we'll do some charts. All right, we'll have a quick look at charts. I've got Bitcoin here. We're already looking into it. All right, so let's just be a bit patient. Smash up the likes. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're sharing the video, X, Y, and Z, and we'll do some charts at the end. All right. So it decoupled from its first target price, and the market is yet to recover. We know that. Kwon told the crypto data aggregator Coinage that South Korean authorities have not yet contacted him and that he had not been indicted. However, the investors have barred his staff from leaving the country. That's mad. That's mad. All right. And in May, the Terra token crashed, and its algorithmic stablecoin Terra USTC lost the dollar peg following a series of adverse events. Terra plunged from $83 to $9.45 on May 11th, while its blockchain algorithmic stablecoin UST was trading at 61 cents. You got to think about that. Just imagine you're holding USDT or USDC and you've got, I don't know, 10,000 USDC, right? And one day you wake up, you're expecting your 10,000 USDC to be worth 10,000 USDC, but it's actually worth 6,100 USDC. You'd be mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. I would hate that. I would completely hate that. You know, I'd be so annoyed. The value of Terra's family of stablecoins is maintained through a system of arbitrage incentives, open market operations, and a dynamic protocol lever that maintains robust peg stability and scalability of supply without the centralized control. So again, they're just saying algorithms in a very fancy way. However, the algorithms failed that day, and as a result, scores of people, including 200,000 South Korean investors, reportedly lost their invested money in Terra. Now you've got to imagine, bro, or sister, or whoever, helicopter, penguin, you've got to imagine this. Imagine you woke up one morning and your coin was rugged. You know how many people went all in on Luna? Luna was actually one of the bigger players. It was a top 10 token, right? So a lot of people went all into it, and I wouldn't have blamed them at the time. I traded Luna when it was at its young early stages, and do you know when I sold Luna? You won't even believe this. I sold Luna on the Binance listing. It's true. I bought Luna and it was very, very low in terms of cents, and I sold it at just under $1. I was like, yeah, it got listed on Binance, bro. I sold just under $1. I made like 3-4x from it. I think I bought it on Qcoin. It might have been on Qcoin, or it might have been on another platform. I think it was Qcoin. But anyway, the point is that I wouldn't have blamed people, you know. But at the same time, at the very same time, if we're going to talk about, you know, exes, right? And I don't mean exes as in ex-wives and ex-girlfriends. I'm talking about exes, crypto exes, 100x, 200x. If you're up 100, 200, 300x on a project, you've got to be taking some profit, man. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to be taking some profit. I sold the whole bag at 4x. I was an idiot, to be honest. I was a fool, but because I could have made a lot from that. Solana as well was quite low during them times too, and I didn't, you know. But anyway, quickly looking over at the price of Luna, we can see here that there's no fundamentals left, brother. Like, you can't have a price, you can't have a chart that looks like this and then come chat to me about fundamentals. It's the worst looking trend line I've ever drawn as well. But you know, you can't chart this. You can't look at it like this. I don't know, man. This looks dead. On top of that, look at this, guys. Yeah, look at this. So on the way up, Luna on the way up, right? It popped very recently, and it gave us almost a 4.5x. And then it's completely retraced. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. If we look at the H1, all right, H1, it does look like there's some room for upside. Maybe something along the lines of this. Maybe something along the lines of that. Or maybe I could be completely wrong. Maybe I could be completely wrong. Maybe it does something like this. Maybe it does something like this. I don't know. But I tell you one thing though, it's not looking bullish. There's nothing about this that looks bullish whatsoever. And I tell you what, if it does pump, you want to be happy that it's leaving without us as opposed to getting in. I'm telling you now, it's not safe. It really, really isn't safe. And if I was a Luna holder right now, the question I'd be asking is,
big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
you know, it's not looking good whatsoever, you know. And if we was to look at LUNC, right, this is the community token according to someone, a valued member of the community from earlier on. Luna NC, it's been on quite an uptrend. It's been on quite an uptrend since it launched, since it hit Binance. It's been on quite an uptrend. What about now though? If we're talking about trend, right? If we're talking about trend, look at it from here, right? You've got a high here, you've got a low right here. You've got a higher low, you've got a higher low. Look at this higher low right here. Let me draw it out for you guys, right? You see that higher low right there? That's the low that you don't want to break. Because if you break that low, market structure changes. And if market structure changes, so too does the trend. And what's happened? We've smashed right below that low and we've closed below it. All right, so look, I'll show you. So this was the down move that led to the market going up like this. We'll even mark out this low here just for argument's sake. We'll even mark it out, all right? And if we zoom into the lower time frames, look, man, isn't this the deviation that we're looking for? You know, when you're going short, isn't that the deviation that you'd be looking for? And then this little candle right here is your confirmation. This little candle right there is your confirmation, isn't it? Right? So it's not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. I don't know. Maybe these lows, look, we got a little flat body right here. Maybe these lows come get taken next right here to the bottom side, to the downside. That's what I'm thinking anyway. You know, it looks like a classic head and shoulders. And then now we've got the continuation sell-off. The market just doesn't look good. But it's not just Luna though. It's Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin is, nobody expected this. I really didn't expect this, you know, for Bitcoin. We'll look at Bitcoin at the end, but I really didn't expect it, you know. Moving on, it says here, did Do Kwon's arrogance cause Terra's downfall? So, you know, let's have a quick look at this and then we'll do some charts. All right, 95% are going to die in terms of coins, but there's also entertainment in watching companies die too. Do Kwon sniggered. That's what I don't like about this guy, you know. This guy, he's got a horrible attitude. You know, he calls people poor. He tells people, oh, I'm not going to chat to you. I'm not going to debate with you because you're a poor person. Bro, this guy's a waste man, bro. Do Kwon sniggered. The mirth visible in his eyes as he waved his hand dismissively. Kwon was responding to a question posed by a video streamer, Alexandra Botez, who asked him about the sustainability of the vast amount of companies that are entering the crypto space because of how hot it is and how fun it is. Anyway, I'm not going to play this because this guy's a complete dickhead, bro. I apologize. This is just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. That's how I feel about the guy. You guys can feel differently. I don't know. I want to put a poll. I really want to put a poll up that says, do you think Do Kwon's a dickhead? But I don't want to get my channel banned so early. We're just about growing, you know. Remember to subscribe to the channel, by the way. Like the video if you can. 8 days after that video was published, Terra's algorithmic stablecoin UST abruptly depegged. Look at how karma comes back. Karma comes back and slaps you sometimes. Luna lost 99.99%. There it is. Look, I told you. Someone put 88% in the previous article. It was 99%. In fact, it was 99.99% of its value, literally dying overnight. And the video mysteriously vanished, along with the fortunes of thousands of investors, entertaining from an outside point of view, but hardly any fun for Terraform Labs. Look, honestly, for me, it's not entertaining at all. I hate this guy. This guy is the reason that crypto is not where it should be. Look, I know I come on Twitter, I know I rap and I have fun on Twitter and whatnot, but I love cryptocurrency. I know I share charts, I know I look for the longs and for the shorts, and we have fun during bull markets, and I'm long in memes and this and that, but I genuinely love crypto. Crypto changed my life. The people that are here right now watching this stream, it changed your life too. That's why you're here listening to this, because crypto has changed your life, you know? So what we need to do as a community is we need to make sure that we're consistently making sure that crypto looks good, at least from the outside. You know, if somebody that you know lost money on Luna, we can't be laughing at that person. We need to laugh at the dickhead who made that happen. So that's just my perspective anyway, right? So, video seriously vanished, la 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 la, entertaining but hardly any fun for Terraform Labs, Do Kwon. Well, hardly fun for the investors, you fool, whoever wrote this article. Actual lunatics who, for some reason, were stupid enough to place their entire life savings into the hands of an individual who incredulously named his kid after his own cryptocurrency while claiming to be the master of stablecoin, like a sort of Korean Yoda, but for stablecoin. I don't know if I like the person writing this article or if I don't like the person writing this article. I once wrote a piece titled Terra to the Luna in 2022. As I'm writing this article, I'm seriously contemplating if I should permanently and secretly remove it from my writer's profile. Jokes aside, I'll readily admit that, like many others, I focus too much on the utility of Terra without actually realizing the fragility of its algorithmic stable coin. So the point that this is making here, it's kind of like the recoming of BitConnect. For me, this is what happened with BitConnect. BitConnect was going on up and up and up. It was consistently going up. People who bought BitConnect early were making millions. And I'm talking about the most average Joe. They'll just buy BitConnect for the sake of buying it. They're looking at their bank account every single day, and the USD is just worth more and more and more. I saw someone put, I think, $60 worth of BitConnect, but he got in so early it was worth 2.4 mil at some stage. Something crazy like that. You know, so I mean, really and truly, it reminds me of BitConnect. As BitConnect kept climbing, as soon as the bear market hit and Bitcoin's price wasn't going up anymore, the value of BitConnect started rapidly declining, right? And again, Ponzi-nomics. So because it was a very odd style of tokenomics, the price of BitConnect continued crashing. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no help, there's no support. You can sell whatever you want, you can buy as much of it as you want. It's crashing, it's going to zero, right? So it's the same, it's pretty much the same thing here. So what I fail to understand and convey is that while algorithmic stablecoins do work on paper, they're essentially backed by perceived value, speculation. In this case, the value of Luna, a cryptocurrency and not a real world asset like the dollar, right? Which means that in the extremely volatile and fickle decentralized world where monetary policy is believed to be a thing of the past, a sudden change in sentiment towards the asset could actually result in the collapse of the stablecoin and ecosystem. You know what? I actually decided I like the person who wrote this. I've decided I like this person because this person is nailing it on the head. You know, at the end of the day, look, crypto, as much as it's changed my life, as much as crypto is doing the business, and as much as it's going to change your lives, really and truly, you know, it is the most riskiest place to be. It's the place that you come to make a ton of money. It's the place that you go to also lose all the money that you made. All right. So just quickly looking at this poll, let's have a quick look at the poll results. So where did the poll go? 55% said no and 45% said yes. So luckily, a lot of you guys in the chat have not been affected by Luna, and a lot of you guys have been affected by Luna. So it's something to, you know, I'm happy that the NJ community hasn't been affected too much. At the same time, we need to be open that a lot of people did get affected, and that this was one of the worst rugs that I've ever seen personally, you know. So moving on real quick, the fall of Terra, a quick timeline. Let's X this, a quick timeline. What have we got here? Where's the timeline? So 2018. So I want you guys to quickly look at this because this is very, very efficient in terms of what you guys need to know. So let me remove this. So January 2018, Do Kwon and Daniel Shin launched the Terra network. Okay, that's 2018. All right. April the 20th, Cyrus Unesi, head of risk at MakerDAO and a former research analyst at Scalar, tells Scalar why he believes that Terra and Luna would not work, describing a scenario that later unfolded in mid-2022. April 23, Terraform Labs, the firm that developed the Terra blockchain is incorporated in Singapore. And this is a common mistake. People think that Do Kwon's from Singapore, but Do Kwon's not actually from Singapore. He's South Korean. So 2019 now, right? Luna is sold via an initial coin offering to investors, a private sale. Terraform Labs charged 18 cents per token during a seed round and 80 cents per token during a private sale. Okay? In April 2019, Do Kwon and several co-authors published the Terra Money white paper. Now, do you know what's interesting about this? I'll tell you one thing that's massively interesting about this, right? What's massively interesting about this is the bull market didn't really come until November 2020. We exit the bear market from March 2020 to November 2020, but November 2020 was when the party started. You know, the party really started in November 2020. So it goes to show that projects that are being built right now have the potential to become the next Luna. We just have to make sure that we're doing the research to identify them. Now, if I come across any projects that I feel might do massively well in the next cycle, or if I invest in any projects, I'll let you guys know. But right now, I'm taking it easy. I don't think the bear market is done yet. So I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait. I'd rather buy Luna, the next Luna, on the open market at a very low price rather than investing in private sales now and it just going sideways. And it was so obvious in hindsight we were in a bear market. Why did you do that? So, you know. So anyway, the private sale happened in 2019. 2020, a South Korean crypto exchange launches the first Luna staking product. Oi, oi, Trader SC, good to see you, my good man. My man. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. What you saying, man? How you doing? Were you affected by Luna? Were you affected by Luna? Good to see you, Trader SC. I thought a moment of silence just to give Trader SC some love and some shout. Drop a few comments while Trader SC's here. Drop a few comments. Show some positivity. You know, Trader SC coming in the chat, tuning into the NJ show. Really appreciate it. He's coming to say hi to the community. Definitely say hello to SC. We got a few. We got two already. Hafuel says yo SC, and Aromatic says yo SC. Mac over here shouting out SC as well. Amazing, amazing. Love to see it. Love to see it. So SC sold most of his Luna at around $85. The rest at around 101. Jeez Louise. Yo, this is mad. SC, GG, bro. GG. I rate that. So let's move on. Let's talk about the Raw. Then I shorted it hard. I got out early at $40. All right, GG, bro. Man made money on both sides of the market. Amazing. I mean, you can't blame SC for doing that, but it takes an experienced trader to do so. Anyway, 2020, a South Korean exchange launches the first Luna staking product, and on July 6th, Nicholas Platt, the head of research at Terra, introduces the Anchor protocol. Now, this is what really got people coming in. You know, this is what the Anchor protocol is. What really got people like bullish on Luna because of that 20% APY. You know, you're putting your money in and you're getting 20% a year for nothing. And this is kind of what really puts crypto down. You know, because there's no such thing as 20% for nothing. All right. Now, Anchor comes in. They talk about this saving concept. And, you know, they decide to themselves, okay, we're going to launch it now, 2020. And a South Korean exchange is what starts the Luna staking product. Just 1 second, everyone. Yeah, 1 second, everyone. Bless. All right, there we go. Right, cool. So September 21, UST, the Terra blockchain stablecoin, is publicly announced with plans to launch on Ethereum and Solana. Big news. December the 3rd, Terra's synthetic stock protocol Mirror launches. This is a really good website, you know. I like this timeline. 2021, the US Securities and Exchange Commission subpoenas Terraform Labs founder Do Kwon with concerns that Mirror may violate federal securities laws. So there's your first bit of FUD. All right, there's your first bit. November 2020, November 2028, November 28th, Do Kwon rules out the possibility of a George Soros style attack on UST or Luna that could send it into a death spiral. Some would later, in mid 2022, claim this is the type of scenario that actually spurred Terra's demise. December 22nd, my sister's birthday. Luna's price nearly doubles to record highs above $90 and is up 58% in that month. Okay, so there we go. We're getting to that point now. We are genuinely getting to that point. Early 2022. Here we go. We're there now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We're trying to get to 5K subscribers. Can any of you make it happen? One subscribe away, bottom right hand corner, make it happen. Like the video as well if you can. Appreciate all of you for tuning in to the show. All right, so January 19th, Do Kwon announces the launch of the Luna Foundation Guard, and this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode. I was mentioning this earlier on. I knew I got it right. Luna Foundation Guard, an organization mandated to build reserves supporting the UST peg amid volatile conditions. So as soon as anything goes wrong with Luna or UST, as soon as that happens, instantly the Foundation Guard jump in and they say we're going to support, right? February 2022, February 22nd, Singapore-based Luna Foundation Guard raises 1 billion through the sale of Luna token. So this is where it came from. They sold their own token. What absolute bastards, bro. They sold their own token to buy Bitcoin for UST's reserve system. Now, the thing is, you sell Luna to buy Bitcoin to then sell Bitcoin to buy UST. So it's the same crap. With Jump Crypto and 3 Arrows Capital being the lead investors. We know what happened with 3 Arrows Capital. We covered it on the channel. 3 Arrows are liquidated now. You know what I mean? Anyway, so hold on. So Do Kwon announces the launch of the Luna Foundation Guard, an organization. 3 Arrows. There we go. So March 2022. Crypto trader Algod, who has blocked me on Twitter because me and him don't really get along, who likens UST Luna to a Ponzi scheme, bets $1 million against Do Kwon that the price of Luna will be below $88 by March of next year. I remember this. This was quite fun. Another crypto trader, Gigantic Rebirth, bets $10 million against Do Kwon that Luna will be below $88 by next year. On March 23, 10 days later, Do Kwon tweets, "By my hands, DAI will die," as he begins in earnest plans to starve off decentralized stablecoins DAI's liquidity on Curve. All right, it's getting interesting now. March 23, Jump Trading, one of the investors behind LFG, proposes a mechanism for how to deploy the Bitcoin reserves to prop up UST's price in a crisis. 2 days later, rumors emerge that LFG purchased Bitcoin worth 125 million, 2,840 Bitcoins in one pop, right? Again, 3 days later, over the past 6 days, the Luna Foundation Guard's Bitcoin wallet address purchases more than 27,000 Bitcoin, roughly worth around $1.3 billion. March 29, and they probably got all this over OTC, which is why when they sold all this crap on the open market, we dumped even harder, right? March 29, Terra's Luna tokens rise 10% in the past 24 hours to set a new all-time high of around $106, all right? March 29th, the same day, Kyle Davies, a co-founder of influential trading firm 3 Arrows Capital, tweets, "Grandpa, what was the world like when Luna was less than 3 digits?" March the 30th, a day later, LFG purchases another 5,773 Bitcoin worth 272 million. So they're buying a lot in their reserves. Moving on to April. Luna's price reaches an all-time high of $120, according to crypto research firm Masari. LFG purchases another 5,000 Bitcoin to boost its stash to 35,768 BTC, valued at 1.6 billion at the time. April 7th, one day after that, LFG buys 100 million in AVAX with UST stablecoins. Bro, this is getting mad. This is actually getting mad. Hope you're all listening. April 11th, LFG adds another 173 million in Bitcoin to its wallet over the weekend via a series of buys. It now has 39.9k BTC in its wallet. April 14th, Terraform Labs gives 10 million Luna tokens worth 820 million to LFG. April 19th, 5 days later, Luna outperforms the wider crypto market with a 17% bump over a day, pushing prices to over $90. UST becomes the third largest stablecoin. April 27th, circulating supply of Luna hits an all-time low of 346 million tokens as Luna tokens are burned to keep up with the rising demand for UST. All right? So we're getting there. We're getting there. The story so far. If you're new, if you're joining into the show now, please do like the video. Help us get to 100 likes. If you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe to the channel. We're moving on now to May 2022. So, May 2022, on May the 7th, a week into May. Signs of capital flight from UST. Curve whale watching. A bot that monitors the tweets. A bot that monitors and tweets large amounts of swaps shows an 85 million UST swap for 85 million USDC. So this here was where the collapse of Luna really began. All right. I spoke about this at the beginning of the show. This was where the collapse really happened. All right. I'm going to read it out for you guys one more time. On May the 7th, 2022, Curve Whale Watching, a bot that monitors and tweets large amounts of swaps, shows an 85 million UST swap for 85 million USDC. Imagine that on Uniswap, bro. UST on May the 8th drops to a low of 98 cents on Saturday after a series of large dumps of UST on Terra's lending protocol Anchor and stablecoin exchange protocol Curve, CRV. May the 8th, the same day, LFG commits to loaning $750 million of BTC to market makers to defend the peg of UST and another $750 million of UST to be used to buy back BTC after volatility subsides. We're heating up. We're heating up. Same day, Do Kwon jokes his way out of UST's depegging risk. So my man comes on Twitter and he's just bouncing normally. He's saying, yeah, what are you talking about? What are you talking about depegging? Never. Could never be Do Kwon. But it was, as we later find out. May the 9th, a day later, deposits on the Anchor protocol plunge below 9 billion from 14 billion after UST struggles to recover to $1. ANC, the protocol's token, fell 35% during the day. Here we go. Here we go. May the 9th. Same day, UST loses its $1 peg for the second time and falls to as low as 35 cents. I was there that day. This was incredible. This was incredible. May 9th, the same day, Do Kwon tweets saying, deploying more capital. Steady, lads. And we've got this in the chat as well. I'm seeing it in the chat. Here we go. From Swiv. We've got it from Aromatic. Have we got any more of these? Have we got any more of these? Yeah, we don't have any more of these. But anyway, moving on. Moving on. May the 10th. Do Kwon claims that UST's depeg is due to Soros-esque attack begins to emerge. Okay, all right. Fair enough. He's claiming what it is. May 11th. More than half, 58% of traders place future bets on higher Luna prices despite Tuesday's drop, leading to $63 million in liquidations. May the 11th, the same day, Luna reaches price levels previously seen in August 2021. Value locked on Anchor, Terra's largest decentralized finance, drops 11 billion over 2 days. And Nicholas here says, deploying more likes. Steady, lads. insane, 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 insane. May 11th, Luna reaches price levels previously seen. Yep, we've done that. May 11th, Do Kwon is revealed to be one of the pseudonymous co-founders behind the failed algorithmic stablecoin Basis Cash CoinDesk report. So this is where I remember this. So it came out that Do Kwon had done this before. There was a Luna in the past, and it was called Basis Cash, but it failed. And Do Kwon was the main guy behind it, and Do Kwon made Luna, the same thing as Basis Cash, and that failed as well. May 12th, the Luna price falls 96% in a day, pushing it to less than 10 cents, from $110 pretty much, right? May 12th, $120, sorry. The Terra blockchain is officially halted for the first time at block height 7603700. After Luna falls sharply in price, threatening the network's security. May 12th, the Terra blockchain, May 13th, sorry, the OKX and Binance exchange end trading of Terra tokens after UST loses its dollar peg and Luna slumps more than 99%. Binance later resumes trading in Luna. All right. May 13th, Do Kwon submits a revival plan that would see the network's ownership distributed to UST and Luna holders through 1 billion new tokens. May 14th, data analytics firm Epileptic follows Luna Foundation Guard's $3.5 billion BTC reserve to major exchanges Gemini and Binance. Okay? So, they've sent all their reserves now to Gemini and Binance to sell off 3.5 billion in BTC. The Luna Foundation Guard confirms it's depleted its BTC reserves from around 80,000 bitcoins to 313 bitcoins during an attempt to save UST's peg. On May 16th, Do Kwon proposes to fork Terra without UST, calling it the current chain Terra Classic. Insane. Insane. So he's abandoning the original Luna now as Luna Classic, and he's starting his own Luna, the fork of Luna Classic. May 19th, Hashed, a prominent Terra backer venture, so Hashed is a VC, based in Seoul, South Korea, appears to have lost over $3.5 billion in the Terra collapse. Ironically, the same amount that they sent across to Binance and Gemini. May 20th, Terra's decentralized finance application have hemorrhaged $28 billion as investors have largely left the Terra ecosystem. May 24th, 4 days later, South Korean authorities are reportedly looking to more closely scrutinize crypto exchanges as around 280,000 citizens are believed to fall victim of the abrupt plunge in Luna and UST. May 25th, the next day, Terra validators vote to approve Do Kwon's plan to launch a new blockchain tagged Terra 2.0 without a stablecoin. Previous Luna and UST holders will receive the new blockchain's native token, Luna, based on their holdings. The old Terra blockchain remains functional, and its tokens will be renamed to Luna Classic, or LUNC. May 27th, blockchain data analytics firm Nansen solid, by the way, I like this, we need to use this more in the show as well, releases its research about what happened during UST's death spiral. The report debunks the myth that a single attacker caused the depeg. May 28th, Terra 2.0 launches with Luna airdrop to follow. And there you go. And there you go. There is the full story of what's going on with Luna and how it's happened, what the process has been, what the story has been. Also, to add today, September 14th, 2022, South Korea send out an arrest warrant for Do Kwon's arrest. Okay? So that is pretty much the story with Luna as it stands. If you didn't understand Luna before, hopefully you understand Luna now. And if you do, then this is part of the fundamental analysis that we do on the show. All right? We'll be doing lots more of this in the future, for sure. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the content. I appreciate every single one of you for joining the show. I apologize for streaming late today. I know that it's not the normal time. I do appreciate you guys a lot. A quick shout out to you guys. We got D Ibrahim, Hafuel, Min Park. We got KAR Crypto, thank you for joining the show. Elizabeth, Hafuel, Tekin, Nicholas, Human Healer, Andizzle, Swivel Jaw, Aromatic, Hung Din, Blame It on Blake, Thomas, Crypto Mac, Florin. Appreciate all you guys for joining the show. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do some more Bitcoin analysis and whatnot tomorrow when we have Muro on. Okay, so Muro will be joining the show tomorrow. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in on a late one on short notice. Please make sure you are smashing the likes if you haven't already. And please make sure you're subscribing if you haven't. I think more than 58% of people that watch the show aren't subscribed. So help us get to 5K likes, all right? 5K subscribers, sorry. Love you all. Take care. Peace, cheers, and goodbye. See you tomorrow for another episode of the NJ Show. All right? Cheers.